Oh, okay. Hi, everyone. All right, so there's a couple of questions. So let me get my paper. So, those of you that have not been to a workshop, you will hear some of that in the workshop. Um, so, with the elements each bring a body part and a body organ, and that is for the whole year. And so, when we're talking about these body parts and body organs, so this affects everybody. If you have already these issues with that body part or with that organ, then yeah, that's kind of, it's in your face now, and you have to actually work with it. So, fire elementally is um, like think of a bonfire, all of that. It's about warmth, it's about healing, it's all of that. So there's a lot of that this year, except there's something else here that is kind of happening, and it's consuming everybody. And so it's consuming everybody because of, the shit that's going on around the world. And that stuff that is going around the world, it slows down it slows down. So the fire is about raising your consciousness. So it slows down that raising of your consciousness at the same time. The fire is about accessing your inner wisdom, as in, what your ancestors did, etc., etc. It is there. You've just got to get into it, kind of thing. Because you have those feelings and the confirmations and all of that sort of stuff. So that too. But what is actually happening is there's fear because there's, people blowing up each other around the world. Um, so we kind of harden up. We don't, the warmth then is not as, it is meant to be because of what's happening somewhere else. It's like the domino effect, that type of thing. And so we then, you go into a bubble type of thing. You stop talking about your consciousness. You stop this, you stop that. In the end, what will actually happen is you don't trust your spirit anymore and you don't trust signals anymore. And all that spirit and all the signals are here to keep you safe, not to do anything bad to you. So it's kind of like, when people say, oh, at least we don't live in a country that this. Yeah. In this country, fear is already replaced by consent. So don't kid yourself. All right. So, when we are looking at the body part and the body organs of this, and that's what I'm talking about here. So, that body part and that body organ, there's the thing is when we're eating today, we're buying from the shops. So, when you buy from the shops, there are things that are in them, there are things that are replaced, all of that. So, the body part and the body organ here for the yang fire is the shoulders and the small intestine. And so that is, we call it a meridian. All right. So it goes from your shoulders all the way, right, and then down to your small intestine. And so that's where the most absorption actually happens in your small intestine. Okay, and so that's what this year is about. So if you already have issues with that, um, what you're eating, what you're drinking is affecting that. This is what I mean by that is there's the allergies, like there's the peanut allergy. Stop spraying it, and people won't have allergies. There's the gluten allergy, the protein in most breads that is being added, it causes the small intestines not to absorb the nutrients. So stop putting that in, and we won't have these allergies. All of them. All right. Ulcers, diarrhea, this. That's just, what's on that kind of thing. It's on the same meridian. So food becomes your medicine in that way. And you may not think about it that way because your ulcers causing you trouble, the gluten's causing you issues, all of that. You really have to think about your digestion, whether you like it or not, because your gut is where your spiritual significance, your spiritual ancestry, your spiritual everything. Yep, shit hits the fan, ancestry. family, all of that, people you know. So, how you process food is an experience, okay? There's a lot of info on this, like through, 4 pillars, what I teach, all of that. The thing is, when I do a workshop, I've got to get in there, do it, and done, because if it takes too long, everyone will fall asleep. So when you understand your intestines, then this is how you understand your spiritual well-being at the same time. It's self-awareness. All right, so that's that. Oh, and if you look at it with cultures and spiritual traditions, the intestines, wherever you are looking, is your intuition. They symbolize intuition. They symbolize that emotions, and hidden wisdom. It's all there because it's the shape of it is the same as here. And this is before medicines came, before all of that. uh, the ancients actually viewed the intestines as more than just bodily organs. They had they were the vessels for deep knowledge. All right. I don't know the answers to everything, by the way. So yeah. So when we're looking at things like that, then you're looking at the shoulders bearing that weight. So at the moment, everyone's carrying the weight of what's going on somewhere else, the blowing up, this. So you're not responsible for that. All right. So I know, oh, it won't happen here. That's how what you hear. A lot of people, it won't happen here. Hello. Have you seen what we've bought here? We bought the same thing here. So it's your choice what you do with that when the time comes. All right. So the strength and the support of you carrying this on your shoulders, it's like you're engaging in all the burdens of the world. You are taking on the responsibility